Kia ora and welcome to episode 5 of Hutan Pantai Start from Scratch. And today we're going to think about mushrooming. We want to try and get up some mushrooms so we can get some money out of that farmer's market. So I thought a nice place for a mushroom room, I know, dad jokes, would probably be somewhere in this massive forecourt that we've got. So I'm thinking right there by the wall. So I'm thinking we'll set something up like that. Right in there. So let's get the contractors in. So it's under here, under productions. And we might as well go for broke. It does shoot around a bit, doesn't it? Let's line that up with the fence. Put it up there against the seat. And right there, I think. Awesome. Now that looks really good. I think I like that. I like that a lot. So how's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining the stream. If you've enjoyed this stream or the video afterwards, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe. So let's start growing some mushrooms. Let's manage that. I reckon we should start some of those and some of those. And they're set to storing, so we'll be able to take them to market. Okay, and we've got heaps of water. There we go. And that's what the mushrooms look like. So I do like the new feature within the farming simulator. I do like the mushrooms. They look awesome. And they taste awesome as well. So we've got ourselves some mushrooms. I think we need to earn some more money. So should we see what we've got in the way of contracts? Let's have a look. It'll be good once we start mowing and making some silage, but until then we just need to, so we could do a little bit of that. Did that yesterday. Okay, so I think we'll do some fertilizing for a change. So, if you've been playing the game, why don't you let me know in the comments which map you prefer? I quite like both the new maps, they're quite good. Just wanted to try the Asian map for a change and just to see what it was like. We'll head over to the shop. And pick up the tractor and the fertilizer spreader. So there's a rumour that there's going to be a new patch soon, so that'll be interesting to see when that does come out. To see what they've been working on since the last patch. I do feel the release of this has gone reasonably well. It's had its problems, but doesn't seem to be as problematic as other titles that have released, so I think they've done quite a good job. Okay, switch that off, hop out. Looks like they've got the tractor all ready for me. So what do we got here? Dutchfa. Okay, so we'll go and we'll pick up the weight. Pick up the fertilizer spreader. Get the shop to help load the fertilizer in. There it is. Let's pull up to it. There we go, and now let's have a look at the map. Where's the map? 35, just down the road. Here we go. Okay, we'll put the beacons on. If you would like, you can leave a comment as to what's your favourite tractor brand. Is it red or green? Massey Ferguson, Case, Fendt, New Holland. What is your favourite tractor brand? I think I'm partial towards Massey Ferguson. When I worked on an orchard, we had an old Massey Ferguson, and that was a neat little tractor to spin around the orchard in. Managed to get myself a joystick, so control the front end loaders a little bit better now. Maybe. We'll see when I have to pick up the mushrooms. One thing with the fertiliser contracts, with the spread being so wide, it doesn't take long. I fired up the Zelonka map the other day, and I was really impressed. There's that little bit, that road that goes through the pond, just to the right of the farm, just down the road by the bridge. There's that little side road, and that goes through the pond that's overflowed onto the road. And an FS22, it always just seemed wrong. Yeah, the tractor would go through it, but the water wouldn't move or anything like that. And in this one, FS25, it spread the water, and you can see the water falling off the wheels. It was really well done. Really well done. Sort of really adds to the immersion to see the water moving as a tractor drives through it. It's what you'd expect water to do. Water just doesn't sit there when you drive through it. It ripples out and moves out of the way. So that really helped with the immersion. And something I felt was missing, especially on that map where you're driving. They had a lot of the puddles. I can't believe we're on to episode 5 already of this. I'm enjoying the series. I may add in the odd little live stream with exploring the new maps as they come out. And I hope that by watching this you can maybe learn a little bit on how to play or how not to play Farm Simulator 25. You know, let's face it, it's a sort of game that really you can do what you want and play how you want. You know, if you want to play realistically, the tools are there for you to be able to play realistically reasonably well. You know, if you just want to have fun and cheat, then you can do that as well. I know there's some YouTubers that their whole channel is based on fast farming and doing everything with big equipment, going real fast and filling it up with lots of goods and products. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that if that's the way you want to play, and if that's the way you want to have fun with the game. That's what's good about the game. You know, there's no rules, no real strict storyline you have to follow. You just, yeah, it's basically a blank canvas that you can create your own storyline and do what you want. Right, so there's missing some. Let's have a look. What have I missed? I go up to the map. Yep. Maybe we'll take out that little bit down there, and that should give us 100% completion. Finished. Okay, so I wonder what he's growing. What's these little plants here? Sugar beet. Well, they are a little bit easier to harvest than the carrots and the parsnips. They do take a while. I see someone's actually made it that the sugar beet harvester can now harvest the red beets, or the beetroot, as we call them here. So that would make harvesting the beetroot a bit easier, because, you know, I'll be honest, harvesting with that big equipment, or even that single lane equipment to pick up the carrots and the parsnips, is quite painful. I know on Zalonka, when I was playing in FS22, I like to play semi-realistically, but when it came to the vegetable harvester, I was using the colossal harvester, the one that harvested everything, and yeah, went wide. I know you might sound horrified at that. Oh, that's right, I remember the owner of the field said that I could keep whatever fertilizer I had left over. He had left over, so let's go back, take this back to the farm and unload it. I can unload this into the shed. I know a mod's been submitted that lets you build pallet and bale storage basically in any shed. So looking forward to that. I reckon I could make use of it in this map. Got a couple of big sheds. Be nice to have a bit of pallet and bale storage. I think it's good for the gameplay. I know it all stacks up automatically and all that, and you lose that sort of experience of stacking things up, but having 20 or 30 bales and a big individual bales and a big stack really does eat into the resources, whereas when they get stacked into the bale storage, they sort of become they're not solid things anymore. They're just sort of like make believe. I don't think they register the same and take up as much resource to keep them there. So I think bale storage can help with the gameplay because it is a taxing game for systems. There we go. We'll park that up here. Exit out and alright, let's have a look here and okay, and we've earned about $5,000 for that one, so that's alright. Haven't quite paid for the mushroom. Okay, so there's it's up there. Just looking at some deadwood contracts. Yeah, nothing nearby, so maybe we'll do a bit of weeding. We'll borrow that item. Please feel free to leave a comment, like and subscribe of course. Yeah, leave a comment and let me know what you like about the series. Maybe what you'd like to see in the series. Maybe there's something you'd like to know more about, how to do some gameplay, and be happy to try and look at covering that for you. The whole idea of this is, we can just sit back and relax and have some fun. I hope that you guys can enjoy this and watching it, maybe you can learn a little bit. In the end, it's really just me having fun playing and wanting it to share that fun with other people. How good it can be to play Farm Sim, how relaxing it is. And it's a great community. Everyone is so supportive, and they like to look after everyone. On the right way or the wrong way? Where is this? Yep, I'm heading the right way. Okay. Yeah, so we're in the Kubota again. The M8. I haven't seen an M8 in real life, but I did see an M7, and it's quite a bit bigger in real life than it seemed in the game. Mind you, most equipment is quite a bit bigger. You stand next to those butterfly mowers, you realise they're big. They are big. Yeah, let's see, let's head down here. Unfold that. Okay, so this must be another one where they're picking up the small weeds before they grow into big weeds by the looks of it. So it's just as well we've got the GPS, otherwise we wouldn't know where we've been. I know this can be an inconvenient time for a large part of the world. I know it's very early in the UK and extremely early in America. I know it's probably a bad time, but it's the time that I have, unfortunately. And I do post the videos up afterwards, so feel free to watch them afterwards at a more convenient time for you. And if you like what you see, let other people know. I still marvel at that ground deformation. I don't think that's going to get tired for a long time. Sea Giants won't be doing a testing list anymore. Their reasoning was a disappointment that can be caused for people that were waiting for their favourite mod to be released, only to find out it's been delayed or something like that. So yeah, understand that. And, you know, it takes a bit to maintain a list like that, so... And sometimes the community can be a little bit demanding. I know just before the game was being released and they were releasing a lot of the videos, it was like, just release it, I want it now. That's what I was wanting, you know, I just wanted the game. It was painful waiting. It was painful waiting. But I think it was worth the wait. So on the weekend I might do a stream, maybe in the afternoon. We'll do a stream on Riverbend. We've got a multiplayer there that we've got going. We've got a farm up the top by the sunflower farm. Hope Giants fixes a sunflower farm. It looks a little bit sad after the sunflowers die on the first season and they don't grow them back. So I hope Giants do fix that so that the sunflowers grow back every year. Because it does look awesome with the sunflowers and all that. Yeah, you can take your photos and all that, but now, at the moment, if you don't take your photos in that first season, it's over. You don't get any more nice photos. Second season, it starts looking like a scene out of a horror movie. Yeah, maybe the Addams family took over the farm and like the dark black flowers, who knows? I put some cruise control on, then I don't have to have my foot on the accelerator all the time. I like the transition between fog and no fog. I've got the fog setting turned down a little bit to try and help with the frame rate, but yeah, it still looks good. And a few YouTube videos about some new maps being worked on for FS25, so that'll be interesting to explore those maps. One map is actually one of the first non-Giants maps I played on FS17. I started on FS17. They had it on special just before they released FS19, and I picked it up because I thought, well, what have I got to lose? Because I was of the opinion, who wants to buy a farm, it's a game where all you do is work all day, So I thought, oh well, for that price, I'll give it a shot and see what it's like. I had been playing Truck Simulator a bit before that, so I played Farming Simulator 17. Didn't know much about the mod scene at all. In fact, I was always steered clear of mods because a lot of games, mods can be dodgy and break things and all that sort of thing. So I didn't realise that they were fully supported by Giants. So steer cleared about them off the mods for quite a while and played Goldcrest Valley mainly. But yeah, tried that map, and so looking forward to seeing what they do for Farming Simulator 25, what it looks like. So looking forward to loading that one up and having a look at it when it's available. If you'd like to, you could always tell me what your favourite map has been. I think mine was Court Farms by Oxygen David. But surprisingly, Zelonka on Farming Simulator 22, I actually spent a lot of time on that one. It's one I didn't think I'd play that much, but I ended up doing quite a bit. I had a field dedicated to the hay pellet production. I had hay pellets all going, and I had the factory there making the hay pellets. Had that all stacked away, and yeah, that was awesome. I spent a lot of hours on that game, more than I expected for that map. So ended up putting in a big sheep barn. And when they had the expandable paddocks, creating a big summer paddock for the sheep, and a summer paddock for the cows. Had a big barn to house the cows in the winter time. So looking forward to having a few things like that coming back to this game. Like I say, I hope Giants sorts out the cows so that grass will actually do the feeding, or maybe a modder will fix that. Let's face it, sometimes the modders do a good job at fixing the little annoyances in the game. And I think that's what's good about the game, you can have the people that like to play, like to drive the tractors, and you've got the people that like to tinker with the code in the game and change things and just do things differently. And I think it's great that Giants lets the modders do that, and they can make changes. We've already got a number of script mods that add a lot of quality of life features for the PC people. Unfortunately, the console players do miss out because of the restrictions that the console companies add to that, but yeah, unfortunately that's just part of owning a console. You've got to realise that Microsoft or Sony have a lot of say in what happens on their devices. Okay, so we're doing our first headland. Increase the draw distance to be a bit further than it is by default, so that when you're in a big field, say full of weeds or something, or plants or something like that, the weeds at the far end of the field wouldn't be drawn, so I've changed that so that they will be drawn. So hasn't degraded the performance too much, so I'm sort of sticking with it. It's like nice contrast, nice to see the weeds right at the far end of the field. Though on this we're not seeing any weeds. We're definitely getting in early and getting them out before they start growing and start showing up. So yeah, can't blame the farmer, I suppose. As long as he pays us to do it, that's all that matters. So whenever I've played Farming Simulator, I've always sort of gravitated towards having a bit of a storyline happening, in my own head. What was the reason for being there, and that sort of thing. And then again, sometimes I just hop on a map and start playing. But then you start planning what you want to do. With Sri Lanka on FS25, there was building the pallet factory, putting the animal pens in. I had a lot of the garden set up so that we could grow potatoes in it. Get the potatoes off to the potato chip factory. Well, I wasn't really into growing potatoes that much. Having said that, I grew a lot of carrots and parsnips and all that, but yeah, that was mainly because I had the colossal harvester. I did try it with the single lane harvester that packed everything into the crates. I did do that for 1 year. But yeah, that was... Oh. So we missed that bit. Just finish that. And then just for fun we'll go around in the opposite direction for the last headland. So yeah, later in the game year I might pick up some harvesting contracts. See how that goes. what do you guys think? Do you think we should pick up the straw off of a harvesting contract? Why don't you please leave a comment and let me know whether you think that's a good idea or whether you consider that to be cheating. I sort of think, well, if the farmer wanted it, he'd have it baled. He'd want it baled and do all that. Oh, maybe. If we get water buffalo, we're probably definitely going to need straw to bed them up with, and maybe pad out the TMR a little bit, just so we use a little bit less hay or silage. Like I say, I hope Giant fixes the grass situation for the cows, where the grass can actually give the cows 80%. Yeah, so we're nearly finished the field. We're into the afternoon now. Like I say, I play with 5 times speed. I think it pushes the days along quite nicely. Okay, so we're just picking up the last little bits. Here we go, contract finished. So fold that up. Watch the animation. Awesome, and now we'll head back to the shop and drop the tractor off. Talking of the sunflowers, looked like there was a couple of dead sunflowers on the edge of the field there. Always seems to be fog in the same places, which I guess makes sense. Fog does tend to be in the same little hollows. Just wondering though, it is like, nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not sure fog would be hanging around that much. Maybe it does. Okay, there we go, the Kubota M8. It was released in the Kubota pack on FS22. Okay, well let's go collect the contract. Okay, and that's definitely helped with the mushroom room. Okay, so we'll head back to the farm. Looks like we've got good cell phone coverage here. Looks like there's probably a 5G mast up there on the power pole right by the intersection. So right, let's park this up. I do like the fact that I can use the mirrors to reverse. So use the mirrors a lot on when I'm driving, when I'm in my car. I'll use the mirrors to park up, so yeah, it's good to be able to use the mirrors in the game as well. Okay. Well, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching if you have made it this far in. Please, if you have enjoyed it, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to share it with anyone. Have a laugh, maybe learn something. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a good evening, day, morning, wherever you are, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. So until next time, bye.